Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. This video is a tale about a shed. So we needed a shed in the garden for me to house my cider making equipment. Unfortunately at the time I was feeling a little bit poorly. I let John do the research on the internet and we eventually decided to plump for what we thought was a very reasonably priced shed. I wish I had read the independent reviews on Trustpilot, etc., before I parted with my money. I'm just going to say that there is a happy ending to this, and you will have to watch to the end of the video to find out what the happy ending is. But just beware when you're buying things online. So what can I say? Just be careful out there when you're buying stuff online. I have learnt from this experience, and instead of buying and using my Visa debit card, I will now, for purchases that are over 50 quid, I think use our credit card, and it's a wee bit safer. Although I can't fault my bank because the minute I informed them that I thought this was a fraudulent transaction, they were right on it. And these things take time. You've got to give the seller time to give you your money back. But eventually, we got the money back. Over 800 quid, folks. It's not to be sniffed at. But that still gave us the problem that we didn't have a shed. So then I had to look around, and being already bitten with this, I was being very careful. So had a look initially on the Isle of Arran, and there are plenty of people who can build a shed or sell me a shed, but it's a time delay for them to build it. So I was recommended by a friend in Arran, thank you Dougie, to try a company that he'd suggested on the mainland in Ayrshire, and I got in touch with them and everything seems to be fine. The shed will be here possibly next week. And it's just to be assembled, and that'll be the end of it. So keep watching the video and find out.
So here we are again. This is where our little shed's going. So we've got to rake it level. I do believe there's landscape fabric below the stones because there's no weeds coming up through it. So we'll get a rake out, level it as best we can. We've got some timbers to build a base so we can put the shed on. We've got some breeze block, spare breeze block in case we need to build something up that's really low lying. I mean, there's a bit here that's quite low, so maybe it'll get a block in it. And we'll just see how it goes on. And we've got a nice level. We'll get it all levelled up as best we can. Watch this space.
So this is the framework for the base that will carry the shed. Yes, John's chopping wood to fill in. So to support the floor of the shed we need a base, and it's got to be all level. So John is making this up with tannalised timber, and when he's finished that, then we just have to wait for the shed to arrive. So this pheasant arrived this morning. He's not looking a happy bunny. You can see he's got a bald neck, and he's scratching quite a bit. Oh, bald on the top of his head too. And that can only mean he's got lice or mites. I don't mind him sitting there on my decking, as long as he doesn't go near my carrots. So that is the base of the shed all done. Got a double edge all the way around it. So just going to try it on the space to make sure that it's level, and then the shed will just sit on top of it. Well done, John. Well, look at this wonderful visitor to Loch Ranza. So it's been here all day, it's moved, I don't think for the better, to be honest. And it's now facing out into what is Kilmarnock Sound, as opposed to in the mouth of Loch Ranza. But they must know what they're doing. Anchor is down, but what a magnificent ship. And it's French. Allez le bleu. But look at this, I bet you that's been in a couple of films. And it doesn't look as if anyone's on board. I think they'll be in the pub.
No, there's somebody on board, somebody in the cabin.
John says there is somebody.
On watch.
So anyway, have a look at that for a visitor. So as you can see, despite not being very well for the last week, John is out to the boat to check that there's no water in it and everything is ship shape. So I just want to thank everybody for getting in touch and passing on their best wishes. So we're going to make some lifestyle changes, but John's on the mend and he's just got to learn to take it easy a wee bit. But almost back to normal now. I'm just watching this seagull who has pulled a crab out the seaweed and is having a meal out of it. That beak. Going to get through that crab shell, no problem. Oh, lovely. Okay, well, surprise, surprise, with absolutely no warning, the shed has arrived. So, John's in the middle of doing something else, and I think we may need some male assistance with this, so I'll need to see who's available to give us a hand. So we're just bolting together the floor. We're so lucky to have our lovely friends to come and assist us. because, guys, I tried to lift one of these panels this morning. I couldn't lift it. Old age is a curse. You're going to slide it into place then? Oh, okay. So it all changed, because when we were putting the sides up, we realised this is actually the roof. Back to the drawing board. Thank God we never bolted anything together. But we're getting there. Well, that looks better. Beginning to look like a shed. Slightly windy. Oh, there's always something to make it interesting. Looking very nice. Moved it back properly onto the base. Oh, you'll be wanting to look inside. Now, it's not finished yet. So as you can see, roof and felt still to go on, windows have still to be in. It's looking very nice. Smells lovely. Keys, lock. So here we are in the shed. I'm actually really impressed. It's very nice. Windows are in now. Look, people thinking about buying a shed. Proper windows. Really impressed. Keys, lock, did that. Roof's on, felt's on. Yeah. Right. So that has taken, with the tremendous assistance of our two friends, less than 3 hours to put that together. And I, for one, am ready for a cup of tea. You ready for a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Do we have cake?
We have Mr. Kipling.
Oh, we have. We've got Mr. Kipling cake. So as you can see, the shed is finished, and I really, really have to thank Alex Barr and all the staff at GW Fleming in Crosshouse in, near Kilmarnock. They made the shed bespoke for us and got it transported here via Arran Transport, Arran Haulage. So we're really happy with it. We've got another friend across the other side of the loch in Newton Shore who wants a little shed, and they're very welcome to come and have a look at it. We've already said that to them, so really happy with the shed. As you can see, we're already beginning to stuff it full of stuff, and the plan was to take the stuff I have in the shape trailer, which is all my cider making equipment. So making cider, apple juice, bottling it, pasteurising it, you name it, all that stuff was supposed to go in here. And we've just discovered that the pasteuriser doesn't fit in the door. So that's going in John's shed. This is going to be the communal shed, I think, because there's not a lot of my stuff in there apart from the cider making equipment. But I'm really pleased. My friends, Lawrence and Mort, have really pushed the boat out and helped us and given us a lot of time to do this. So thanks, guys. Really appreciated. So quite happy with the colour. Might end up putting a couple of little bird boxes on the back. Don't know yet. Need to watch this space. But what have I learned? I like to shop local, and this has been a lesson, because the company that we originally went with, who took our money and did not deliver the shed and then argued the toss about it, I'm not going to name and shame them. However, be careful what you're buying out there, and be careful how you're paying for it. Now, it's been a warning to us because we're quite trustworthy people. So from now on, any big purchases are going to be paid for off the credit card. But this was bought out our Visa card, and our bank have been brilliant in recovering our money for us. Fleming's in Crosshouse, they're just across the water on the mainland from us. Small family firm, really happy with their service, can thoroughly recommend them. And it was an awful lot less waiting time and slightly cheaper than anything that we could get here on the island. So the important thing for us was to get the quality of the build and to get a shed here as soon as we could. So that finally is the story of Shedgate.